And action.
Have you ever wanted to go to the beach but just felt like you didn't have the right like that actually the outdoor equipment industry hasn't innovated any of its products in like 100 years. I mean, millennials like us, we need things that like enhance our experience for fun and adventure and just disconnected from daily life. Like we bring the scene to the scenery.
Yeah, and although outdoor events are being restructured for a new generation of 48 million urban millennials, the outdoor recreation industry is actually not producing products that meet the needs of this market. Experiences like music festivals, outdoor social events, or even casual consumption of nature.
That's why we created Kami, Canopy Tote, a bag that transforms into an open dock to enhance the outdoor experience. According to Forbes, there are numerous reports that show that millennials are looking for experiences more than to collecting stuff.
Yeah, so we are the first to introduce a uniquely designed outdoor product for rental. So you can rent Kami Canopy Tote online, or you can go pick it up at a kiosk in your local park. So it's conveniently and innovative design to enable easy outdoor play. And we are excited to say that all of it, that you get all of that without paying a premium. Thank you. So what do you all think?
So the features of the product are it's a bag, and it transforms into something. How many people does it hold? Can you describe it just a little bit more so I understand it?
Yeah, of course.
What's the material? How does it attach?
Right. So then it's kind of a geodesic expired kind of open dome. So then it's not like an enclosed space where you're kind of like just only by yourself, only with your other friends, but it's also like a play with a private public space where you get to be out in the public and out at a concert or at a barbecue, but you're still be able to like have your own personal space where you put your stuff and hang out and provide shade.
Is it mainly for shade? I was at Dolores Park yesterday, in fact. And what I found wasn't shade that I needed. It was the grass was still sort of, damp. So
Wet, yeah.
Wet. So does this help with that, or is it
Yeah.
just shade? What are we
Exactly.
talking
Yeah, well,
about?
we do have we definitely have a cover, just like, you would with a normal, pretty average tent, cover. So then it's like kind of like a half dome kind of shape. And we're really excited to show you it, and really get your opinion on it.
Yeah. What does it cost?
What does it cost? So for the, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so we have a rental model where you can rent it for $15 and see if you like it and use it a couple of times. But you can also have the option to purchase the product for $150, so you can
And from where will I rent it?
So you can rent it from a kiosk. This is going to be a type of vending machine that is going to be located near parks and beaches, so you can just go and rent your product and rent it from you.
How do I- And then I have to return the product to the same kiosk?
Yeah.
Not the same one, anyone that's actually
Sorry, not the
posting.
same one.
And you can actually also purchase the product via our website.
Okay. What is this damage?
Okay.
Thank you. I don't want to pay this.
Hello, welcome. This has been the last group. Thanks for being some tough troopers and sticking it out. We are Team Yoga. This is Tanya. I'm Kara. This is Aki and Yvonne. And just as you've seen, we have created Kami Canopy Tote that enhances outdoor social play. So we're just going to run through the ecosystem very quickly. I'm not going to touch on everything. Just give you a good idea of how we are targeting this emergent market of casual outdoor social lifestyle consumers. So we really started off looking at engaging this market that has previously been sort of ignored by traditional outdoor product companies. This section of the ecosystem shows our engagement. The middle shows our operations, and the other side shows our revenue generating process. So on this side, it's engagement. Of course, we're going to use social media and via third-party media. That means blogs, websites. There's also another point of interaction is word of mouth. We also have established partnerships with companies that provide festival experiences, various hospitality outlets, universities, and other strategic locations where people can come in contact with the kiosk. In the middle here, you'll notice it says the Kamigami Social Club, which is a club that we designed for people of like mind who are outdoor social activities with their friends. Of course, they're our #1 word of mouth source. We also have promotions. We partner with brands to create promotions and have events. And the events are not just social events, but they're events where we're observing people using the product. We're able to ask questions, so it's a feedback loop. And another aspect of our social club is a lookbook, and it's a cross between a sort of social picture sharing and an artifact. It's something that's as big as a coffee table book, and people can flip through it and get ideas on where to go outside, different types of outdoor fun, and then also see just pictures of people that have shared with us via social media. So the 2 points where we actually collect or come in contact with the consumer is the website and kiosk. So here is our operations. We'll just sort of speed over that. And we'll just look here at these orange spaces. There are where we generate revenue and come in contact with the consumer. Either at the bottom via rental, where the kami comes from manufacturing and is put into the kiosk and serviced there, and that's where customers can rent and also return. And then at the top, we have a purchase option through our website for direct sales.
So to understand how we're going to create, capture, and deliver value to our customers, we created the business model canvas. So we identified 2 customer segments, which one is urban millennials, and the other one is college students. The value that we're going to be offering to them is a product that is versatile and easy to use, which is going to help them to save time, and then it's also going to help, it's also going to be cost effective, so with our rental model. The way that we're going to be creating relationships with our customers are going to be through the social club that Cara talked about it, social media and events. The channels are going to be the website, social media, and we're going to add the kiosk where you can rent the kami. The key activities are going to be mainly about manufacturing and managing inventory and sales and marketing. Our key resources are going to be the kiosk, the factory and the distribution center, and the website. Our key partners are going to be the suppliers for fabric and components, and the delivery and cleaning contractors, and also working on partnering with B&Bs and hotels.
All right, so I'll just quickly dive into our revenue stream. So we will basically be making profits from renting the Kami canopy totes as well as the kiosk, where Kami will be able to be open for purchase. So, trying to dive into our financials, we expect to actually have to have $200,000 to start up. Most of this will go towards PP&E, plant, property, and equipment. We need machinery as well as facilities, and we also, I think that these costs will go into labor and these costs will also go into labor and R&D. So moving into year 2, this is the year that we actually break even, and we believe that we're going to do so by converting at least 20% of our rental customers into buyers. If we're able to do this, especially through the various touch points like social media, then we believe that we'll be able to actually gain a profit. So that's kind of our strategy for year 2, breaking even. And going forward into year 3, we see that we'll need to actually increase capacity based off of increased demand for the Kami product. So we're thinking that we have to actually double our amount of factory workers from 4 to 8, and with this we also have to purchase 2 additional new machines to make sure that we don't run the risk of diseconomies of scale or like underutilization. So we also changed their employment status from full-time to part-time. So going through all 4 years, we figured that by year 4 we'd actually make about $1.2 million.
Great. So as we are exploring the outdoor play space, we're seeing that there's a difference between an older generation or what used to be outdoor activities to what today's generation likes. So for instance, the boomer generation usually hangs out with family, they hang out in their backyard, and their events are mostly in a preserve. Today's generation, Most people hang out with their friends, they hang out anywhere, and a lot of the events they go to are uninhibited. So with the advent of different outdoor activities, such as festival camping, which happens multiple times a year now when it used to only happen once, to glamping, which is camping plus glamour, which invites people to enjoy the outdoors on their own terms. Social outdoor activities is here to stay. But brands like REI, Patagonia, Coleman, they're experiences that are really targeted towards having a kind of like a conquering nature type of experience. And that really highlights the seriousness of these outdoor events, which is not fulfilling the need of today's generation. So what they need, what today's generation needs, is a simple way to hang out with their friends outdoors. So we're really excited to introduce to you our concept product, which is the Kami Canopy Tote, which is a versatile product, a tote bag that converts into an open geodesic dome that you can take with you to afternoon at the park, barbecue at the beach, or it could be just be your home base at a music festival. So it is designed for convenience and to enable easy outdoor play and with beautiful form and function. So, thank you. Oh, sorry, just real quick. Our next step is just to let you guys know is that we're definitely going to iterate on this even more. Really try to figure out how we can actually get into a tote. We're working with a product designer right now to really get kind of really perfect it. So this is definitely still a concept prototype in terms of like modern design, the type of kind of the brand that we want. Thank you.
So two comments. One regarding the presentation. I actually feel kind of strongly that this last section should have been the very first section. Because I didn't really know what we were talking about until the very end. There wasn't a lot of grounding as to the need for the product. And then my second question is related more to the business. I'm not totally convinced why you would do direct sales from your website or rentals from a kiosk, which seems like a lot of extra cost for you. I don't know why you wouldn't just sell these at a place like REI or Target.
It requires that actually requires a lot of inventory, and it requires more infrastructure. If we manufacture ourselves and have a retail outlet that we can control, it's something that we can start off small with and sort of iterate and grow into a larger retail space in the future if we want to. We've also spoken with other smaller companies that start up with products such as World Kayak, and they sort of echo this.
Yeah, the margins are just very different. We need to design the margins at REI. And I think that another big aspect about the rental thing is kind of like participating in the sharing economy. And there's a lot of research that the millennials, which is our target, or urban millennials, don't like to get a lot of stuff anymore, especially more gear. So then I think in this way, since it's kind of a new, creative, clever way of really hanging out outside, it's a way for them to, one, try it out, and two, just rent it as many times as they want.
You guys, you said this in the elevator pitch, and I've said it right now, but I didn't get a strong feeling of what the target is in the presentation. Just for the slides, right? I didn't get a good strong feel of that target ideal customer. Like what makes them tick, what the TAM is, total addressable market, what the SAM is, the serviceable addressable market, breaking down these numbers, like in the behavior. I think you guys internalize a lot of this target, which won't be like me.
Millennials are living in more urban areas between the ages of 25 and 34. They earn between $30,000 and $50,000 a year. They hang out once or twice a week with their friends outside, which could just mean going and having lunch in the park. They listen to Jay-Z and Little Dragon. Their brand tribe includes Apple, Patagonia, Nike.
And I'm not challenging you. You don't know this. What I'm saying is this is your idea and the business model. We targeted that right? You're identifying a problem in place, or a problem, solving a problem in place, so it's demographic that you might want to just explicate that as you're setting up the solution. That's all I'm saying. Right? I mean, that's why.
I think part of the issue is also trying to find a balance between transparency
that's what I don't have insights yet.
Yeah, I agree, but I think it would have been a really interesting design element to this whole presentation to have seen that first, and to see on the same wall, like, here's Scott or whoever, you know, is going to use this, and also, you know, that there's a huge segment in Jane who's going to use it in a different way, and together they make this huge market, and then you go into all the other shit that, you know, how it's going to run, but like, this is awesome. You have this, and if you were just playing music behind it while we walked up, you'd be like, oh my god, these guys just built a tent. What does that mean? Where's this going?
Something I'd like you to add to your financial presentation is, rather than jumping to the numbers, start by telling us how many times, a year that this will be used. Because then we get a sense, are we talking about 1,000 uses, 1 million uses? How are you thinking about that?
We calculate that by, when we talk to people, kind of like seeing how many times they go outdoors that will use something like this. And it was an average of 3 times a month.
Yeah, I just built that into the,
Yeah,
into
absolutely.
the numbers rather than, because if you just present it as revenue, it's another money.
And I'd like to buy there was more with this.
Yeah,
To the beach and park, whatever, I did something.
And I think you have to like figure out what's the business versus what's the product. And right now, there's one product in this business. Is that the right product mix to have one product, right? So if you want to each more occasion, is there an everyday occasion product? And is there, a weekend product? And then there's a special like event product. So you have a product line. Okay. Product.
What we didn't get a chance to display is actually the tote, which is the everyday product, because this converts between the tote and the camera.
Yeah, then we're thinking also like, I think just going along those lines, offer complementary products to add on to this.
And I'm assuming this is not indicative of the product design. This is just a mock-up today of a concept. Because when you talk about that as brand tried and think about the brand after the menu, the designs for the brand design.
I guess one thing to think about is you talked about you have 2 different kind of sales models, this rental versus purchasing it, right? And your revenue was really contingent on sales, but you're potentially stealing from yourself on the sense that if you do rentals really well, why would I ever want to buy it, right? So think about what you're going to do to make that either that happen or just get really good at one of them, because you guys have been doing this selling point of like, oh, millennials don't want more stuff, but you're going into the black as contingent on them buying more stuff. So how does that play into your kind of long-term strategy?
We were having this sort of, having that like little discussion, right? Because in this area, we even organize our we're encapsulated, and we're also in an area where there's not a lot of space, so we're almost like New York. But in the larger part of the middle of the rest of America, they want to buy stuff. And then a lot of people also had some interest in purchasing it. So we were kind of having that sort of like, toe the line between this one more than that one. I think we'll come out a little bit more and talk to people and
Yeah, and the vending machine kind of thing, I was doing this, I was thinking about actually on another project I'm working on, but start looking at where vending machines are. Like, we think of them as fairly ubiquitous, but they tend to not be. They're not like in parks and stuff because there's so much vandalism and damage that goes to them. So thinking about, like, go to Dolores and like, where are the power outlets and things like, how are you going to be able to sustain this thing in a park, right? Because you're going to have to put more or less a raccoon cage around this thing to like keep it from getting thrashed in the nighttime, And so what are the ways that you can, and that's working with Parks and Rec and government, right? And that's a whole other thing to try and convince them.
I'm curious, when you guys were doing the research, did you validate the need for having this that turns into a bag? Did people, did that resonate? Because I'm thinking like, I put stuff in the bag, I pop it up, and now I got all this loose stuff.
For someone who owns a canopy, not that small, it's a must.
What's that? No, not that comes with a bag, that is a tote bag itself.
Turns into,
You know what I'm saying? So it resonates.
yeah.
Okay.
But we
Yeah.
found the issue is that
Early
people,
adopter.
you have a couple use cases. Either what we're hoping is that the person would already have the bag,
Yeah. Yeah, I was
Which
just
is
wondering, maybe
why-
we're making it harder on yourself by having to have it also be a bag.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're definitely exploring that. Maybe we just,
Yeah.
it just comes in a tote and it goes
Yeah.
out or something.
Yeah.
Anne and then Renee.
I think kind of young parents are a great model. Like, I know that you're going after people going to concerts, but I feel like they need shelter a lot for their kids, and it's a market that buys things. And so while it isn't in your kind of initial scale out, I think it's a market that could actually really use this and would be easy to sell to, and they tend to have a lot of items.
Right. We thought about that as well. That was one of the markets, but we also had to think about if we go with a rental model, parents don't want to have their children, especially younger children, on something that's already been used. So we have to make sure that the cleanliness is also something that we're highlighting at all times. So that was another issue. So we've definitely looked at that. That was some of the insight that we got from the research, like talking to people as well. But we steered away from it.
How much,
Sorry, go ahead. Just to add to what Jasmine was saying, in terms of definitely showing this at the beginning, just to get people excited. And also you should probably think about how you're going to be presenting this adventure in terms of, are you going to create a video to show how this like comes together? Because I have no idea how that comes together right now. Just thinking about that right now would probably help. Yeah.
How long will this use as well?
Yeah.
Like right now, it's not on purpose.
Yeah. And incorporate storytelling to that too. Yeah.
That was one thing about Rural Kayak, like the actual construction and deconstruction of the company itself was almost like the magic of
Selling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think doing a lot of research about how tent design has evolved is interesting. Have you guys looked much at that?
Yeah.
My tent, it's like a 2-person backpack tent. It's designed to be super light, so the backpack tents have gone from having lots of poles to not even having a pole for each side of the 4 tents. Like they have Y shapes and they don't have that poles crossing over each other. So they've like the primary way they've reduced weight and size is by eliminating poles. There's like inflatable. I saw an inflatable geodesic idea. So this particular style of construction with poles being inflatable. So it'd be interesting to look at a full range of kind of methods of design and construction.
Thank you very much.